Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our Zoology online class. My dear students, in the last class, we studied about two important topics. Okay, one is the sex-linked inheritance, and the second one is karyotyping. Okay, so sex-linked inheritance, two types of sex-linked and sex-linked inheritance we studied. One is the X-linked inheritance and the Y-linked inheritance. Two examples we have studied for the X-linked inheritance, and one example is for the Y-linked inheritance. Okay, and next we studied about the karyotyping technique. Okay, definition for karyotyping technique, the methods of karyotyping technique, and the applications or the advantages of the karyotyping techniques. Okay, dear students, hope you all studied all these two question answers, and today we are going to study about some more topic. So dear students, today we are going to study about one important 2-mark question and a 5-mark question. Okay, so today we are going to study about one important 2-mark question and a 5-mark question. The 2-mark question is pedigree analysis. Pedigree analysis. This pedigree analysis is otherwise called family tree. Otherwise called family tree. That means by using a symbol, genetic symbols, the characters of a particular family can be analyzed. Okay, understand? So a particular character is appearing in all the people. Okay, in every generation. Okay, every generation a particular character is appearing in the body of the people or body of the members, family members. Okay, so these characters can be analyzed with the help of a diagram-like structure. It is called family tree. So this type of analysis is called pedigree analysis. Okay, so here using some genetic symbol. For example, say this means male. This symbol means male. Okay, so this symbol indicate affected male. This symbol indicate affected male. Okay, then this symbol indicate the death. Okay, like that many symbols are used here, and all these each and every symbols indicate a particular characters. Understand all of you? Understand? So pedigree analysis is otherwise called a family tree. By using some genetic symbols, a tree-like structure is drawing, and this tree-like structure is used to analyze the character appear in the family members from a past future generations. Understand all of you? So hope you understood the meaning of this word pedigree analysis. Okay, students. Now we are going to study about one important, very important 5-mark question: genetic disease. Genetic disease. Actually, genetic disease is due to the abnormalities in the DNA. Okay, and due to the abnormalities in the DNA. These abnormalities may be in the single gene, or maybe in 1 or 2 genes, more than 1 or 2 genes, or maybe in a chromosomes, or abnormalities in the set of chromosomes. Understand? So these are the reason for the genetic disease. So genetic disease, the reason for the genetic disease is abnormalities in the DNA. These abnormalities may be due to the abnormality of single gene, or due to the abnormalities of many genes, or due to the abnormalities in a single chromosome, or due to the abnormalities in all the chromosomes. So these are the reason for the genetic disease. These are the reason for the genetic disease. Then this genetic disease is classified into 2 important types. Okay, genetic diseases are classified into 2 types. One is the Mendelian disease or Mendelian disorder, and the second one is the chromosomal disorder. Okay, so the genetic diseases are classified into 2 types. So first one is the Mendelian disorder, and the second one is chromosomal disorder. Listen very carefully, dear students. It is very important for 5-mark question. It is very important for 5-mark question. So first we are going to study about this Mendelian disorder. First we are going to study about this Mendelian disorder. Mendelian disorder meaning if due to any alteration or mutation in a single gene, some genetic diseases are appeared in the body of the human beings. So that diseases are called Mendelian disorder. Okay, so the reason for the Mendelian disorder is due to the damages or abnormalities or mutation of a single gene. Of a single gene leads to some disorder. That is, some disorders are called Mendelian disorder. Okay, dear students. Okay, these 4 are the example for the Mendelian disorder. First one is the ischemia, second phenylketonuria, third albinism, and fourth Huntington chorea. So these are the 4 examples for this Mendelian disorder. So listen very carefully, dear students. So first I am going to explain about this thalassemia. Okay, so thalassemia is a autosomal recessive disease. This disease is due to the recessive condition of one autosome. Actually, you all know the hemoglobin molecule. Hemoglobin molecule is very important molecule present in the RBCs. This hemoglobin molecule only giving red color to our blood. Understand a few? So here, thalassemia is due to the production of abnormal hemoglobin molecule. Actually, the normal hemoglobin molecule consists of 4 polypeptide chains, 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chains. So there are 4 polypeptide chains are present in the normal hemoglobin molecule. Understand a few? So if any problems occur in any one of these polypeptide chain leads to the production of abnormal hemoglobin molecules. If the hemoglobin molecules are in abnormal condition, it leads to the destruction of excessive amount of RBC. If the hemoglobin molecule is not in their original condition or original state, it leads to the production or it leads to the destruction of RBCs. It leads to the destruction of RBCs. Then, the thalassemia is divided into 2 types, alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. If the alpha polypeptide chain is affected, it leads to alpha thalassemia. If the beta chain is affected, it leads to beta thalassemia. Hope you are understood this point. So the reason for this thalassemia is production of abnormal hemoglobin molecule. Understand? So the abnormal hemoglobin molecule leads to the destruction of RBC, excessive amount of RBCs. And this thalassemia is classified into 2 major types. One is the alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. If the alpha polypeptide chain is affected, it leads to alpha thalassemia. If the beta chain is affected, it leads to beta thalassemia. Understand you? So hope you understood that. The alpha thalassemia is controlled by 2 important genes. Okay, listen very carefully. The alpha thalassemia is controlled by 2 important genes, and both genes are located in the 16th chromosome. Okay, so totally 46 chromosomes are there. So here 2 genes are controlling this alpha thalassemia. One is HBA1, HBA2. So these 2 genes are controlling this alpha thalassemia, and these 2 genes are located in the 16th chromosome. These 2 genes are located in the 16th chromosome. So if any one of the alleles, okay, or more than one alleles are involved in mutation, it leads to this alpha thalassemia. Okay, so the alpha thalassemia is controlled by 2 genes, HBA1 and HBA2. These 2 genes are located in the 16th chromosome. Then the beta thalassemia is also controlled by 1 gene. That gene is located in the 11th chromosome, and the name of the gene is called HBB gene. HBB gene, and this gene is located in the 11th chromosome. Hope you understood this point. So there are 3 genes are responsible for the thalassemia. 2 genes are controlling the alpha thalassemia, and 1 gene is controlling the beta thalassemia. And this beta thalassemia is controlled by this HBB gene. It is located in 11th chromosome, and this beta thalassemia is otherwise called Cooley's disease. So here this is a 1 mark question. Understand a few? Understand? So hope you all understood all these points about this thalassemia. Then next disease. Then we are moving to the next disease. The second disease is phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria is a genetic disease due to the autosomal recessive gene. So the reason for this disease is an autosomal recessive gene, and it's an inborn error of phenylalanine metabolism. Okay, inborn error of phenylalanine metabolism. Understand? So listen very carefully. Here, phenylketonuria, the genes responsible for this disease is called PAH gene. Okay, PAH gene is the genes responsible for this disease, and this gene is located in the 12th chromosome. This gene is located in the 12th chromosome. Listen this disease very carefully, dear students. See, actually one enzyme. Okay, so the name of the enzyme is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Okay, so So one enzyme, the name of the enzyme is called phenylalanine hydroxylase. Okay, so this phenylalanine enzyme doing a very important functions in our body cell. The function is this enzyme, okay, this phenylalanine hydroxylase will convert one amino acid phenylalanine, okay, into tyrosine. So this phenylalanine is converted into tyrosine with the help of the enzyme called phenylalanine hydroxylase. Okay, so here this phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme's production is controlled by this GPAH gene. Okay, this gene PAH. So this PAH gene will be responsible for the production of this phenylalanine hydroxylase. Phenylalanine hydroxylase. Understand of you? So the function of this phenylalanine hydroxylase is converting this phenylalanine into tyrosine. Phenylalanine into tyrosine. If any mutation or if any damages occur in this PAH gene, this phenylalanine hydroxylase production is completely stopped. The phenylalanine production is not produced if any damages occur in this PAH gene or if any mutation occur in this PAH gene. So this phenylalanine is not converted into tyrosine. So the phenylalanine is converted into another one acid. Name of the acid is called phenylpyruvic acid. Okay, so phenylpyruvic acid is converted. The phenylalanine is converted into phenylpyruvic acid instead of this tyrosine. Understand all of you? So listen very carefully, dear students. Once again, repeat this phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria is the disease due to an autosomal recessive gene. Okay, autosomal recessive gene. Understand all of you? Here, one gene. The name of the gene is called PAH. PAH gene. This gene is located in the 12th chromosome. Is located in the 12th chromosome. And the main function of this PAH gene is producing one enzyme. Name of the enzyme is called phenylalanine hydroxylase. Phenylalanine hydroxylase. And this phenylalanine hydroxylase will convert this phenylalanine into tyrosine. If this gene is involved in mutation, the gene is unable to produce this phenylalanine hydroxylase. So the phenylalanine is not converted into tyrosine and the phenylalanine is converted into phenylpyruvic acid. Understand? And this phenylpyruvic acid is released through the urine. Understand? So now we completed the second genetic disease, phenylketonuria, and now we are going to study about the third genetic disease, albinism. Third genetic disease, albinism. This albinism is also one of the example for the autosomal recessive gene disease. Okay, autosomal. The reason for this albinism is autosomal recessive gene. Okay, actually you all know our body color is given by a pigment. Name of the pigment is called melanin. Name of the pigment is called melanin. And this melanin is produced inside a cells present in our skin. Name of the cells is called melanocyte. Okay, name of the cell is called melanocyte. So our skin region consists of large number of melanocyte cells. Inside this melanocyte cells only the pigment melanin is produced. Okay, and this melanin pigment only giving color to our body, color to our skin. Understand of you? And this melanin pigment also produced in the eye. Okay, also produced in the eye and also in the hair region. Understand of you? Understand? So here, the person who is affected with this albinism disease is called albino. He is called albino. Understand of you? So, so listen very carefully, dear students. So now we are studying this albinism disease. Same. Here also one enzyme. Name of the enzyme is called tyrosinase. Name of the enzyme is called tyrosinase. Name of the enzyme is called tyrosinase. This tyrosinase is used to convert 3,4 dihydroxyphenylalanine into melanin. 3,4 3,4 dihydroxyphenylalanine into melanin. Okay, so listen very carefully. So this 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine is converted into melanin with the help of the enzyme called tyrosinase. The help of the enzyme is called tyrosinase. Understand of you? So here in albinism, the person who is affected with this albinism disorder, the tyrosinase enzyme production is completely stopped. Okay, the tyrosinase enzyme production is completely stopped. If there is no tyrosinase enzyme, this 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine is not converted into melanin. Is not converted into melanin. So the skin color of these people, the skin color of the albino is fairy milky white color. Okay, the eye color, then hair of the the color of the hair, everything is a white color. Understand of you? Understand? So here albinism is a disease. The reason for the disease is autosomal recessive gene disease. Okay, and the melanin pigment is responsible for giving color to our body, and these melanin pigments are produced inside a cell called melanocyte. Okay, and inside the melanocytes only the melanin pigment is produced. And the one enzyme is very important for the production of this melanin. Name of the enzyme is called tyrosinase. Name of the enzyme is called tyrosinase, and this tyrosinase only convert this 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine into melanin. If any people affected with this albinism disorder, this tyrosinase enzyme is not produced inside the melanocyte. Melanocyte cells are there. Okay, melanocyte cells are present in the skin, but inside the melanocyte, this tyrosinase enzyme is not produced. So this 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine is not converted into melanin. So in their body, the amount of melanin pigment is completely absent or reduced. Understand of you? So hope you are understood this albinism disease. And now we are going to study about the last Mendelian disease, Huntington chorea. Huntington chorea. So this is a autosomal dominant gene disorder. The reason for this disease is autosomal dominant gene. Okay. And the reason for these three diseases is autosomal recessive gene. But here the reason for this Huntington chorea disease is autosomal dominant disease. Autosomal dominant gene. Understand of you? Then the main character or main symptoms of this disease is three symptoms. The first symptom is involuntary jerking of body muscles. The major symptom or the character of this Huntington chorea disease is uncontrolled jerking of body muscles. Okay, the body muscle is always shaking, jerking. So this is the main character. And the next character or next symptom is nervous system is completely damaged. Okay, so this disease is completely damaging the nervous system. Hope you understood the second character. And the third one, finally, it leads to physical and mental destruction or destroyation. Okay, so physically affected and mentally affected. So the affected person, the first character is uncontrolled jerking of body muscles, and the second one is nervous system, central nervous system is damaged, and third one physical and mental retardation. So these are the three main characters of this Huntington chorea disease. And here one more question is there. The affected person will die between the age of 35 to 40. Okay, so between the age of 35 to 40, the affected person will die. Understand? So it's a one more question. That's all about this Huntington chorea. So this Huntington chorea is the example for the autosomal dominant gene disorder or autosomal dominant gene disease. Okay, my dear students. So today we have completed 2 or 3 more question, pedigree analysis. Once again repeat, pedigree analysis meaning it is otherwise called family tree, and here one tree like diagram is drawn by using some genetic symbols. Okay, and with the help of this pedigree analysis we can analyze a particular character appearing in the family members of a given family for past few generations. Okay, so it's a very important 2 mark question. Then next we studied about the genetic disease. Okay, the reason for the genetic disease is many reasons are there. Okay, the problems or damages or mutation in a single gene, or abnormalities in a single chromosome or abnormalities in the whole set of chromosomes. These are the reason for the genetic disease. And the genetic diseases are classified into Mendelian disorder and chromosomal disorder. So today's class we have completed all the Mendelian disorders. Okay, 4 Mendelian disorder. The reason for the Mendelian disorder is damages or mutation in the single gene. Mutation in a single gene. So the 4 disease, first disease is the thalassemia disease, and the second disease is the phenylketonuria, and third disease is the albinism disease, and the fourth one is Huntington chorea. Understand? So these 3 are the example for the autosomal recessive gene disorder, and this is autosomal dominant gene disorder. And here also many 1 mark questions are there. For example, the genes responsible for alpha thalassemia, okay, HBA1, HBA2, and in which chromosome these 2 genes are located? Chromosome number 16. And the genes responsible for the beta thalassemia, name of the gene is HBB gene, and in which chromosome this gene is located? Chromosome number 11. And which disease is always called Cooley's disease? Example, which disease is always called Cooley's disease? Beta thalassemia. So these are the 1 mark question. Then here also phenylketonuria, okay, and gene controlling the phenylketonuria is called PAH gene, 1 mark question. Okay, and in which chromosome this PAH gene is located? Chromosome number 12. Okay, and this gene controlling the production of dash enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase. Like that, many 1 mark questions are there in phenylketonuria. And next, albinism. Okay, and what is the reason for the color of our body? Okay, melanin pigment, presence of melanin pigment, 1 mark question. Okay, and what is the use of thyrosinase enzyme? Converting 3,4-dihydroxyphenylalanine into melanin, 1 mark question. And here Huntington chorea, say one example for autosomal dominant gene disease, Huntington chorea. Okay, and autosomal dominant gene disease people die in which age? Okay, between 35 to 40. Like that, many 1 mark questions also they are togetherly 5 mark question, many 2 mark question, 3 mark question, 1 mark question also there. So my dear students, so hope you are enjoyed today's class, and my humble request is today itself try to complete these question answers. It is very important question. Okay, so next class we will study about this chromosomal disorder. Okay, thank you. We will meet in the next class.